bevakasha. First, in keeping with the tradition every so often, to show you I'm still young, I rode my bike over here from my house in Brooklyn. Okay? Second, to show you just what Moish said. People don't know this. Harry, quiet, Harry. I see ya. I know everyone here, you can't get away with anything. Moish mentioned something, but you may not have heard it in the meeting. I am, Baruch Hashem, the highest ranking elected Jewish official ever in America. That's it, what a great place America is. My father was an exterminator. He didn't go to college, and his son is the highest ranking Jewish elected official. Now, I gave a speech recently at AIPAC, which went all around. And I want to tell you a little bit of it, because it's important. The greatest threat to Israel in the short term is Iran. We know that. That's why I oppose the agreement, because Iran is such a danger. But second great, the long-term danger for Israel is something we don't think about enough. The young people in America do not know Israel's story. If you look at the polling data, they don't know that what Israel has gone through, and their support for Israel is declining. In every part of the country, every age group, even the evangelical young people's support for Israel is declining. So it is our obligation. I had an hour lunch, just me and Bibi Netanyahu. And this was the subject, because it is so important. Now, they don't remember. When I was 17 years old, 16 years old, if you want to talk, go outside. I know it's a Jewish crowd. Quiet, councilman. Check it, bevakasha. When I was 17 years old at James Madison High School, in the spring of '67, I carried a transistor radio to my ear throughout the halls of the high school. No one knew what it was when I told the young people, because I was afraid that Israel would be pushed into the sea in the '67 war. Definitely afraid. Every minute, Israel's existence was at stake. And then we saw the terrorism and everything else directed against Israel. But, Baruch Hashem, Israel's become strong. And the Palestinians have done a good job in publicity in trying to show themselves as the oppressor. So we need to alert the young people to the truth. There are three things we can do right now. One, support the Taylor Force Act. The Taylor Force Act, named after an American who was killed by terrorism. I'm going to call you out. Named after an American who was killed by terrorism, says we're going to cut off money. You know, the reputation is, oh, Hamas, they're terrorists, Hezbollah, they're terrorists. But the Palestinian Authority, oh, they just want peace. That's bunk. The Palestinian Authority gives money to the family of anyone who commits terrorism and kills innocent men, women, and children. They give them parades and call them heroes. The Taylor Force Act, bipartisan support in the Congress, says no more money to the Palestinian Authority as long as they honor, praise, and give money to these evil, vile terrorists who kill men, women, and children. And when people see what the Palestinian Authority is doing, they'll see they're not so kosher, so to speak. Second, we have to go after the BDS movement and call it for what it is. Anti-Semitic. What is anti-Semitism? Very simple. It's what everyone else could do, the Jew could not do. Everyone else could be a farmer, the Jew couldn't be. Everyone else could live in Moscow, the Jew could not. The double standard is something our people have lived with through the decades and centuries. Well, the countries around Israel are far more destructive of any human rights than Israel is. But they don't mention those countries. They just single out Israel. They have a double standard. BDS is anti-Semitic. And third, we have to let the young people and all of America know the danger Iran presents to Israel. The number of rockets, I can't tell you the intelligence briefings I get, but I can tell you this much. The number and accuracy of the rockets that Iran has brought into Lebanon is much, much greater than it was in the last Lebanese war. They are more accurate, and there are many more of them. If Iran tells Hezbollah to send rockets into Israel, there will be much, God forbid, but much more death and destruction. We just saw Iran send a drone over Israel to try and find out where the air defenses are. This is a real danger. We must alert the world that Iran is not a benign country, but seeks Israel's destruction and has more power to do it than just about any country since the founding of the State of Israel. So we must do those three things. Support Taylor Force, call out BDS as anti-Semitic, and alert people to the dangers of Iran. And that will help bring the young people to understand what Israel is up against. Let me salute Kojo. Let me thank my dear friend Moshe. Let me thank Larry Spiewak. Let me congratulate all the honorees. If I mention all the honorees, it would be longer than the rest of my speech. So I'll congratulate them together. And may this wonderful organization go from strength to strength. Thank you very much.
Chuck Schumer really, Schumer is out there. The floor is